Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have our first Harry Potter action figure, and you can tell by the condition of this package, this figure is pretty old, and this is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or if you're in the UK, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So these figures came out in the early 2000s. They were made by Mattel, and I know there was a line that wasn't necessarily based on the actors and actresses, but more so on the book characters, and I don't know all the history on this one, but I think that they've got a picture of Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter here. I think that these probably are based on the characters because they have a Ron and a Hermione that I'll grab. These two here, and they've got the character pictures in the bottom, and the figures do look like them a little bit, especially the Ron one. So I'll set those off to the side, and then we'll focus back on this Harry one. So here we've got this picture of Harry Potter. Down at the bottom, the most famous wizard in training at Hogwarts, Gryffindor. We got Harry the Wizard collection, and then here we have a magic medallion trick inside. We've got a coin, got Hedwig here, and then we also have Harry's wand, which the detail on that is pretty good. You'll see once we get the figure out of the package, and you can see the Gryffindor tie as well. I don't know if we can see his scar, maybe a little bit of it, but they did a pretty good job with the glasses here. And then the back of the package here, I'll kind of pause it for a second. If anybody who's watching this wants to pause and kind of read through it all, but just gives us a little bit of background on the character. We've got a picture of the figure here, so it includes the posable figure, magic wand, Hedwig, and the magic medallion trick, and then other figures in the collection. So there's a Fluffy, this is the deluxe creature collection. We've got Fluffy, Hagrid, the mountain troll, the wizard collection. We've got Quidditch Harry, Gryffindor Harry, which we have here, Gryffindor Ron, which we have over there, Gryffindor Hermione behind there, Slytherin Malfoy. I actually own this figure already. I'll show him in another kind of collection video. Invisibility Cloak Harry and Professor Snape, and then limited quantity available. We have the Malfoy with the Remember All. It's pretty cool. I don't think I've actually ever seen that for sale. Professor Quirrell and Headmaster Dumbledore. And then here they have some additional info kind of on the games, different things you can buy, and the Power Caster playset. So let's go ahead and get this figure out of the package. Like I said, it's not in the best shape, and I'm not so worried as far as keeping the package intact, but we don't want to wreck it too much if we don't have to. So we'll go ahead and get this open. And let's pop Harry out of there. Put the package off to the side. We have our little piece here that tells us just kind of a little sentence about the character. We got the Forbidden Forest here behind him. We'll set that off to the side. And then we have our figures and pieces, which are all zip tied. But these are pretty easy zip ties, so we'll go ahead and get them loose. And these Harry Potter figures are pretty cheap for anybody looking to possibly collect them. I've done a few of the art box videos. I've done a video on my Harry Potter rare card collection. I hope you guys have enjoyed those, and then let me know what you think about these figures as well. So we've got Hedwig here. Let's go ahead and look at her. That's a beautiful figure. You can see all the detailing here on the feathers. Cute little face. And then some more detailing here, as well as a few spots. And in the back we can see feathers, marks, and then kind of the tail down here. And this little piece allows us to set Hedwig right into Harry's hand. And then we'll of course do a full display once we get the figure and everything out. So let's go ahead and get Harry Potter out of the packaging, and let's see what we've got going on here. So here's his face up close. Not too bad, you know, for how old it is, and also having the glasses. I don't think we can see any of the scar. His hair covers it. They've got some nice eyebrow detail there. Looks, I mean, kind of like the Daniel Radcliffe from the movie, you know, if you kind of put the picture next to the figure. It's not that bad for a figure as old as it is. I think this was maybe 2001. You can see here on the robe, kind of a glossy matte finish. The robe is a flexible rubber, so you can move it around. There is no Gryffindor crest on the robe, but when you open the robe up, you actually see the sweater and the tie, and it looks just like it does in the movie. And I believe it's Lockhaven that makes these, and this looks pretty similar to some of the ones you can buy. Now I know that they may not have all of this detailing, it may not be this bright, but the point is really just to show that this does look like what Harry wore in the movie. So right here we have the tie, and then you can see some of the detailing in the sweater. I wish they had a Gryffindor kind of emblem over here, but it's not the end of the world that they don't. I know these figures are old, and this is a pretty good amount of detail for how old they are. He's just got on kind of gray pants underneath, black shoes, and then here a nice little touch. You can see the sweater sticking out from under the robe. And then his wand, if you guys look closely, it does look like the wand Harry had in the first movie. So good little bit of detail there, and it's kind of held in. There's a little piece of, on the Malfoy one it was like a little rubber. I'm not sure what this is, but it kind of holds the wand there in place. He's not really holding it by the handle. If it's like a little glue, you can actually see some of it falling out, probably from how old the figure is. I think actually all of it just crumbled out. So we can try to take the wand and maybe put more of the handle in his hand. Okay, there we go. Perfect, so that looks a little bit better. And then we'll take Hedwig, and we can place her right in the other hand. Just 1 second, guys. There's not a ton of space there, so you just kind of have to fit this piece right between his fingers. Okay, so there we go. So we have Harry holding Hedwig. She might fall off at some point, don't be alarmed. And there's the robe from the back. So there goes the bird. So let me go ahead and set him down and see what this other piece is in here. It says it's a little magic medallion trick inside. And then we have our medallion in the package as well. So let's see what's going on here. It's a cute little envelope. We'll open that up. So we got a coin here. And on the other side, we have Hedwig. It's a cute little piece. And then here are our instructions for the magic trick. So I'll just kind of hold this up. If anybody wants to read through it, they'll tell you exactly how you can do it. And then here we have the coin with the number 7. And the moon and the star on the other side. So it's a neat little detail that comes along with the figure. It gives you something else to do, and you can collect all of the medallion magic tricks. Now I'm going to set these figures off to the side, and let's get some of the stuff out of the way so we can pose the Harry figure, and you guys can kind of see a close-up shot of what it looks like when you stand the figure up. So this is the only tough part here, has been kind of getting Hedwig into his hand, but I think once we kind of fit it in there and then just stand him up, that should hold long enough for us to get the camera down. So we'll go ahead and do a little zoom in. Just 1 second, guys, while we lower that. And then we have the figure here up close. There's Hedwig. You got yourself a nice Harry Potter to put out on a shelf. And then in the next video, we will also add the Ron and Hermione figures to the collection. So I'm looking forward to unboxing those. You can already see Ron comes with the Scabbers and Hermione comes with some books, it looks like. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's kind of a different series I'm doing. I've gotten some positive feedback on the Harry Potter videos. As always, I'll have more Inuyasha, Dragon Ball Z, and then one I failed to mention last video is Ninja Turtles. I'll be finishing up the Ninja Turtles set, the retro one with the soft heads that I started a couple months ago. Just kind of got away from it, but I will get back to that too. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.